Hi everyone, my name is Jazia. I hope you're doing good. I've been thinking about making this video for a while now about how to grow out a buzz cut and what I wish I knew. And I think I have gained enough experience by now in regards to growing out a buzz cut, just because I've shaved off my hair more than once by now. So the first year that I did it, I allowed my hair to grow for 2 years. But so now I know not only how to make the growing out process bearable, but actually effortless, fun, without having to go through any awkward phase. So this is what this video is going to be about. I have plenty of pictures, so it's probably not going to be a short video, but then you get to see on a monthly basis, what the hair looks like as it's growing, and you can see my mistakes and what I would do now. I have pictures of that as well, so that you get an idea on how to go about this when you decide to either shave off your hair or you've already done it. I don't know. So anyway, if you're interested, keep on watching and let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab my phone so that I can see the pictures with you guys. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first time I shaved off my hair. So this was in 2020. This was April, the 22nd of April. I woke up one day and I decided to shave off my hair. It was a very impulsive decision. It was not pre-planned. Do I have any regrets? No, none, zero. One of the best decisions I've ever made for my hair. It was it was bold, it was sassy. I love it. I am addicted to it actually. That's why I've done it more than once. So you can just see, you can be impulsive and sometimes bad things don't happen, So you can be impulsive sometimes and not regret it. So yeah, this was the first time that I shaved off my hair, as you can see. I used the guard number 2, I think, for this one. And I was really surprised. I thought if I'm gonna shave off my hair, I definitely will need to get a wig because it's gonna look really ugly. But my hair was really damaged. That's actually also one of the reasons why I wanted to shave it off and start over again. So I was like, oh, I'll just buy a wig until my hair is long enough and then I can just grow it out. And no, I was actually surprised. It looked fine. So I didn't really bother with a wig. I kind of liked it. I was really surprised. Now, before I move on to 1 month after, because I took pictures almost every single month. There's one picture I took about 3 weeks after I shaved off my hair. And as you can see, already the hair was starting to go down, right? So it was already moving in the direction of a pixie cut. And this was only 3 weeks. So, I mean, this goes really fast. I thought this was gonna be a slow process. And already I was morphing out of the buzz into the pixie cut. So then I'm gonna show you another picture, and this was exactly 1 month after I shaved off my hair. As you can see, my hair was already what I call a little baby pixie cut. It's very small, very cute. And around this time, I started using pomades. And this is gonna be your best friend, by the way. If you shave off your hair, you're gonna need this, a pomade and a comb. And I will talk about it later. This is gonna give you the hold that you need. I recommend this over a gel. I feel a pomade is better. So yeah, I started using pomades. And by the way, another thing, if you are either considering shaving it off or you have already done it, if you've ever wanted to be a blonde or go platinum or be a brunette or a redhead, now is your time to do it. You don't have to worry about if it damages the hair. No, you can do whatever you want now. Even if you were to damage the hair, you could literally get rid of it overnight. And if you don't want to go back really short, you use a larger guard and then you just shave it and then you have a little pixie cut. You can literally grow out damage now in 2-3 weeks or even overnight. So this is not something you have to worry about. If you've ever wanted to try a certain color, now is the time to do it. It's exactly what I did. As you can see, I went for a very light strawberry blonde color. I always loved red hair. But I wanted a really light peachy, strawberry, light blonde kind of color. So I definitely took advantage of that. All the pictures I'm showing you right now are 1 month after I shaved off my hair. Okay, so now moving on to month 2 after I shaved off my hair. Like, this is when things start to get really fun for me. Again, I heavily relied on my little pomade, just to like get the hold that I need. Really, really important. Oh, and by the way, I also forgot to mention, whether my hair is short or not, like even if I shave it off, I will always take care of my hair. Like, I don't stop with like my shampoo, my conditioners, my treatment, because I always think this, even if the hair is really small, like one day that hair is gonna be like the ends of your hair, right? And we all know, what damage ends do to our hair, right? So I recommend just keep taking care of your hair, but literally, like you get out of the shower and you're done. So I'll still like shampoo, condition, treatment, whatever in the shower, but once I'm out, I'm done. Like, I apply my styling products, I comb my hair, and I'm done. I get out of the bathroom, that's it. I'm not used to that, by the way, because it used to take me like hours to do my hair. So yeah, that for me is like a dream. Like, you just air dry the hair, you don't need heat, nothing. So I really like that. So anyway, like the second month, I was really like enjoying my hair now. It was easy, I didn't have to do anything. I would just, like I said, get out of the shower, styling products, comb, and then I'm done, I'm out. So I was really having fun with this hair. Now, moving on to month number 3 after I shaved it off. So not a huge difference, but definitely like it's a pixie now, right? It's like a little pixie cut. I had so much fun with this hair. Also, if you like me, you color your hair like I color my hair red. You can see like I didn't have like a hairline. So if you have roots, you don't have to worry about that anymore, because like the roots are gone. There's no hairline yet. You could if you want to, like I would recommend like on the sides, but I really took advantage of that. So if I was like lazy and I didn't feel like coloring my roots, this would just disguise the roots. So that was like another like advantage. I really, really like that. Okay, so what do we have next? So this is like also, after the second month, before the third month. This was like right when I got out of the shower. My hair was still a little bit wet. And this picture, I want to show you like when my hair is a little messy. Like when I've slept on it, or I have not washed my hair for like a couple of days or whatever. Like, this is when my hair is like messy. So you get an idea what it looks like if it's a little bit messy. But it didn't bother me. I still thought it was really cute. It was really easy. Like, I was enjoying this phase. I really did. I was so surprised because I couldn't even imagine myself with short hair like this, let alone a buzz cut. But I actually really liked it. Okay, so now my favorite time. So this is like the 4th month after I shaved off my hair. Month 4. This is like now still, I think like the 4th, the 5th, up until the 6th month, but especially like month 4 and 5, those are my favorite times. I love, 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 love this time. Now you have like a true pixie cut, right? And you also have like a little bit more freedom now. You could like style your hair. You could try like different hairstyles. Now, mind you, this was like 2020. This was the first time that I did it. At that time, I didn't know anything about how to style like short hair. So I thought this was cute and I just left it as it was. However, since I shaved off my hair again, like years later, I now would definitely like experiment and try like different things. So I'll show you like a picture of like in 2022 when I decided to shave off my hair again. This was also 4 months after I shaved it. You can see like I styled like the bangs a little bit, like I went a little upwards like this. You can see like now I'm starting to like experiment, try different things, play with my little bangs, make them look a little bit more wispy. However, one thing, and this is just my personal preference, this is just based on like the way this, I don't know, my facial structure, I guess. I always keep my pixie sleek. I don't do like spiky hairdos or whatever, because I feel like if I would do that, I would look like a man. I don't have the face for that. I would look too aggressive. Like, no, if like you could, it depends on you. You will know. But for me, I want to keep it looking very feminine. So based on like the way my face is, I keep it smooth when I have short hair. So I will still experiment. I'll try different things, but I still will keep it very sleek. I won't go like spiky or no. I don't like that. I would look too masculine. So that's just something that I didn't do. However, I really was like experimenting and trying different things. And again, it was really easy. I actually have like 2 tutorials on my channel where I show you how I style my pixie hair without heat, which is amazing. Love it. So if you're curious, you can always, you know, check it out. Okay, so this is the part where I'm gonna talk about what I wish I knew and what I've learned. So this was September 2020. Okay, so this is month 5 after I shaved off my hair. Now, during this time, I decided to just let my hair be. So I was no longer like styling my hair as I would style a pixie. You know, I wasn't going for like the sleek style, or I ditched my comb. I wasn't really doing much. I just let my hair be. My natural hair, by the way, is wavy. So you can already see in those pictures, like the waves were starting to like come through. And I was just curious to see what my hair was gonna look like. So I didn't do anything with it. However, looking back now, I would not, this is not me. I don't like this. For me, this is too girly. It's like, it gives me like schoolgirl vibes. It's not for me. I don't like it. I would continue to just style my hair as I would before. You know, I would use my comb, my pomade, and I would still, like I have a little pixie cut, I would still do the same thing. My hair is still short, so I'm still able to get away with it. However, I did not do this in 2020. I just let my hair be just because I was curious. But for me, if I don't do anything, if I just let my hair be, I'm not gonna like it, you know. So I'm still gonna treat, so what I would do now is I would still treat my hair like I have this tiny little pixie cut, and I'm still gonna use my comb. I'm still gonna go for like that sleek hairstyle, and I'm gonna show you what I did last year, because I shaved off my hair last year as well. And this is also month 5. Okay, so you can already like see the difference. I still have wavy hair. Nothing changed. I just style it differently, and I have not yet cut my hair on both pictures. So I started playing with my bangs, you know, making them look a little wispy. I would just decide where I wanted to do my parting, but I would still keep it really sleek and smooth. And you can see even with wavy hair, I can do that. I've even seen people with like very curly hair when they have like short pixie hair. They sometimes also go for like a very sleek look. So they'll use like a pomade or a gel or whatever. And then they're like, they'll use like their fingers, like finger waves or something like that. I don't know what you call it, to enhance like the waves, but they would like make it look really, really sleek. So it's not because it's curly. Like if you like it sleek, you can even do this with wavy, obviously with straight hair, or curly. Like I've seen women with curly hair go for like that very sleek, shiny, smooth, kind of like pixie cut, even when the hair is curly. So I would continue to style my hair that way. As long as I do that, I think everything still looks cute. And I'm not like in that awkward phase where I need to like use little hair clips and hair accessories to like make it look bearable. So as you can see here, this is like also month 5. However, this was not in 2020. So in 2020, I just let my hair be. I didn't do anything. But this is years later, also 5 months after I shaved it off. And as you can see here, I kept styling my hair the way I would prior. So that's something that I recommend if you don't want to start experimenting with like little clips and hair accessories and whatnot. And it also depends on like the texture of your hair. I have wavy hair. So for me, I'm still gonna make it look very sleek, regardless of whether I have wavy hair or not. I prefer the look of that more on me. Okay, so now for the 6th month, so month number 6, I did not take a picture back in 2020 during that time, but I do have a picture of last year when it was like 6 months after I shaved off my hair, and I actually have like a tutorial on how I styled my hair back then. And as you can see, I was still keeping it very smooth, very sleek. You know, it's feminine, it's I don't know, it's very like elegant, sophisticated, and it's easy. There's no awkwardness about it. It's just a sleek pixie cut, you know, so I don't have to like try to make my hair work. I still rely on my comb, which you're gonna need for a long time. I will explain why. And my pomade, very, very important. So I just kept treating my hair as if it was really short, and it was still short. However, it was starting to grow, like especially in the back. My waves were becoming stronger also like in the back, but I didn't care. I used my comb. I literally have like a tutorial on this. I just kept styling it the same way. I really wanted to extend the look of the pixie cut just because there was nothing awkward about that. Like it looked good. But usually it's like when the pixie starts to grow out and then it starts morphing. It's like almost like a hybrid between a pixie, a mullet, and a bob. This is when things get awkward, and we'll talk about it later. So yeah, I didn't bother with that. Well, I don't bother with it now. At the time, I just allowed my hair to be naturally, but I, wasn't a fan of that. But you can see now, month 6, I was still doing exactly the same thing. It's possible. Now for November, I don't have any pictures for November, but I do have for December. So this is also like from the first year, 2020. So like I said, during that time, it was my first time. So I just allowed my hair to be. I was no longer like styling it as I would style like my pixie, sleek and all that. I just left it as it was. It was okay. It was not bad. It's not my thing. It kind of gives me like 80s vibes, I think. But it's not for me. I still think it looks a little bit too like schoolgirl-ish for my face, so yeah. So this picture was taken in December 2020. So I shaved off my hair April 2020. This is December 2020. Okay. So now we're gonna talk about like this is when things get ugly. Because at the time, all I wanted was like to grow out my hair, right? Like I was like, I'm gonna shave off my hair. My hair is really damaged. I'm gonna shave it off, and all I want is to grow out my hair as long as possible, and I want to like minimize having to go to the salon. Now I'll talk to you why you should at least once, if you're, because otherwise it's not gonna look cute, and especially if you have thick hair like me. So anyway, this is when we enter the ugly phase. So this was January 2021. Yeah. I don't have much to say about this. Like for me, this is just ugly. Yeah, I tried making it work. And again, this is my natural wavy hair. So I use like 2 little clips. Almost looks like I have like little devil horns. Yeah. Yeah, this is why you need a haircut, especially if you have like wavy hair. Now comes the best part. Yeah. So this picture I'm about to show you, like basically this is like what not to do, aka refusing to cut your hair after growing out a buzz cut. Yeah. I literally had like bangs everywhere. Bangs in the front, bangs in the back, bangs on the sides, the bottom, the top, like all around my head I had bangs everywhere. Like I thought, oh, my hair, like I didn't like the way it looked like it was wavy, the previous picture I showed you, so I thought, let me straighten my hair and see what it looks like. Yeah, like this was even worse. So when I saw this picture, I knew I need to go to the salon. And I waited too long, and I'll explain why. But that's just my opinion. So obviously, maybe for you it's different. But now I know exactly what not to do. Don't wait until this happens. Cut your hair. I would recommend to cut your hair when the hair is still short. So like 4 months or 5 months after you shave off your hair, or even sooner, I don't know. But like cut it when the hair is really short. So even if your intention is to like grow out the hair, when it's short, so there's no difference. But at least the hairstylist is gonna ensure that when the hair grows, it's not gonna be like bulky and heavy, and it will just look modern. Like they will like add layers where needed or soften down all of, actually you like when you grow out a buzz, you have plenty of layers. But like to make everything blend and come together, so you never have to go through this. So if you're like, yeah, but I really wanna grow out my hair, still I would recommend at least getting a cut once. So for example, that's what I did last year. So I shaved off my hair last year also, I think it was May instead of April. So May 2023, I shaved off my hair. I went to the salon in December. I should have done it earlier, but I was very busy. Otherwise I would have done it earlier. So I went to the salon. My hair was just about to get like ugly. I was already like having like that little mullet thing, and like, but it was reasonable. I went to the salon, and basically what I asked is, especially if your intention is to like grow out the hair, is to focus just on the back. So keep obviously like the top of your hair, because because this is what's gonna frame the face, not this. Like, even though this is gonna give you length, it's gonna look like a mullet. It's like a ponytail. Like, it's not gonna do anything for your face. So what you really want to keep is obviously like the top, right? So what I did is I made him like cut the back of my hair, maintain like the length of the top of my hair, because you know this is obviously what I want to grow out. And that's what he did. And it may look short, but it's optical illusion. It's just the back. And because at the end, you don't need the back. And when the hair kind of looks like a pixie again, there's no awkward face. You can just keep going. I was keep styling my hair the way that I would style it before. But I can only go so far until my hair is no longer a pixie. So for example, now I'm no longer able to do like the pomade and the comb. Like now I need to like style my hair differently. So I'll show you like a picture. So this was like month 10, right? Like the ugly picture with the bangs all around my head. So I'll show you from like this year, month 10, after I shaved off my hair. Yeah, so this was like when I went to the salon, and it may look like, oh, we went short again. No, I only focused on the back. So maybe the picture is not very clear, but I still had like the long pieces in the front. He only cut the back of my hair. And so this way I still was able to pull off like the same pixie hairstyling routine that I had before, with the pomade, the comb, keeping it sleek, smooth, shiny, not having to use heat. But after a while, I'm not able to do that anymore. I'm gonna, so this is like from last year, not from the first time that I shaved off my hair. This is what I would do now. I would definitely like cut the back, at least the back, and also ensure that when the hair grows, everything blends together, not like this picture. So I'm gonna show you from 2020, the first time that I shaved off my hair, when I didn't do that, what my hair looked like a month after. So this was, I think, either February or like the beginning of March. I think, no, it was early March, right before I decided to get my hair cut for the first time. So this was almost a year after I shaved off my hair in April 2020. So this is what it looked like when you don't get a haircut. And I tried to blow dry my hair a little bit differently this time to like blend out all of like the chunky bangs all around my head. So it looked a little bit better, but it was still really, really ugly. And this is like giving me like early Bieber vibes, except like the little mullet tail in the back. But it was, I didn't like it, no. And I had to use like these little hair clips because it was just, I didn't know what to do with it. So anyway, like this was March 2021. I decided around my birthday to cut my hair. And again, at the time, my goal was still to grow out my hair. So I asked for a bob and to just like make all the pieces blend together. So this is what he gave me. This is still my natural wavy hair. At the time, my hair was really healthy and I was very lazy and I didn't feel like using heat. So I just left my hair be. So this is better than this picture, obviously. And he still like kept the top of my hair. He just focused mostly on the back, and then he wanted to make sure that everything was gonna blend well once it would grow out. So yeah, so this is definitely like a lot better in my opinion. It's still not my favorite, you know, for me personally, but this was the best I was able to get at the time, while also trying to really like preserve the length of my hair, which again, it's really the top of the hair that matters. That's what's gonna frame your face, not the back. So even though it may look like I'm really short, it was just the back. The front is what matters. And so yeah, so this was March. So this was almost 1 year after I shaved off my hair. This is exactly 1 year after I shaved off my hair. So again, this was my natural wavy hair. I didn't do anything. So it definitely looked better. So I was okay with my hair. So this is all, let me see. Yeah, so this is also April. So this picture is also April, my natural wavy hair. It was a little old-fashioned, I don't know, but it was still better than like the picture I showed you with all the blocks. Now we have May 2021. So this was like 1 year and 1 month later. This picture is like giving me Gatsby vibe. This is also my natural hair, so I didn't use any heat. This is my natural wavy hair. It was still okay. You know, again, it's not my favorite, but this was like the best I was able to get at the time. So I just let it be. I was fine with it. You can still see like all of those short pieces in the front. Like now, this is like what we want, right? Then, okay, so this picture was from May. The last picture I showed you was May. I don't have a picture of June, but I do have a picture of July. So July 2021. Shaved off my hair April 2020. This is July 2021. A lot longer. I decided to blow dry my hair straight. So, you know, you can see it was looking better now. The pieces were all like blending together. It no longer looked weird or blocky. It was much better. So I was okay with my hair here. So this was like July. Then we have August. So around this time I noticed like it was still fine. It was still okay. I didn't mind. But again, I had a lot of like layers in my hair, and it was starting to get heavy. It was like weighing my face down. So around this time I was like, okay, it'll do. It's fine. Just like my facial expression in this picture. It'll do. This picture I took late August. So the last picture I showed you was early August, like the 5th of August. This is 24. So August 24. So I wanted to go wavy again, so my natural waves. And when I saw this picture, and just when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, no, I don't like this anymore. It's heavy, it's bulky, it's weighing my face down. Whenever I looked in the mirror, something was wrong. I didn't like it. So I was like, no. It's time to go back to the salon. And you can just see like all of the layers, right? Even though he cut it straight, like as it starts to grow, it's no longer straight. So I still had like those short pieces. So I decided, okay, this like, especially like that long thing, like I wanted to get rid of that because it just felt useless to me. It didn't look good on my face. I can't speak for like other people, I don't know. But for me, something was wrong. I didn't like it. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go back to the salon and I'm gonna try to cut it as straight as possible, and hopefully by then most of the layers are gone, because usually when I go for like a bob, I actually prefer my bob straight, blunt, symmetrical. It looks better on my face. I can get away with bangs, but I prefer like a symmetrical look. I'll show you like the picture later. But anyway, after this, I decided to go to the salon. So this picture I took in September 2021. So this is like, I don't know, like a year and a half later after I shaved it off. This was like one day before I decided to go to the hair salon. So I took like one final picture, actually like a few pictures. And in this picture, I think you can see, you know, like all of those little pieces. It was really bothering me. It was heavy. Like it was just weird. I didn't know what to do with my hair. I didn't like it. So I was like, no, this needs to go. So then I went to the salon, and this was like a day after. For me, much better. Much, much better. He did a really good job, you know, because I still had a lot of layers. He did a really good job. I'm gonna show you like another picture, and in this picture you can see still I had like some layers. You know, because the layers are obviously like all around your head, right? It's not just the front, because if it was just the front, it would just be bangs. But the problem is when you grow out a buzz, you have bangs everywhere. So they need to blend really well. So that's why it's really, really crucial to at least get your hair cut once, and don't wait too long, especially not if your intention is to like grow out the hair. By the time your hair is like a bob or it's shoulder length, when you go to the salon, because it's like ugly and like the layers, you're still gonna like hold on to the length, right? And so then after a couple of months, like it will look fine in the beginning, but then it starts to get heavy again, and you get all the layers again, and then things starts to look weird again. So you're gonna cut the hair probably, but not too much, right? Because you want to play it safe, because you want to like keep the length as much as possible. That's what I did. I wouldn't do that anymore. If my goal is really to like grow out my hair, I would just make sure that I get my hair cut at least once when my hair is still short, when it's still a pixie cut. That's what I would do personally. And then I can grow out my hair, and I don't have to worry about, you know, all of the ugliness that comes with growing it out. So like now I've cut my hair just once in December since I last shaved it, and now I'm fine with my hair. Like it's not perfect, but this is like giving me 90s like layered bob. You know, those heavy like layers back from the 90s with that short hair. So I think this is fine. So yeah, This was September 2021. So now I'm gonna show you October 2021. I blow dried my hair. It was okay. I still had a lot of layers, but it didn't bother me as much anymore. Everything came together, so it was fine. You can see like the layers a little bit better here. And then this was November 2021. It was still fine. Didn't mind. It was still okay. Not much to say. Okay, so then we have December 2021. So I went back to, with like my natural wavy hair. And around this time I was like, my hair is feeling heavy again. It's because this is something that I've noticed when growing out a buzz cut. After a while, the hair has a tendency to like go round. So it can be like there's a lot of hair at the top and not and like almost like a mullet or whatever. And even if it doesn't look like a mullet anymore, it still like I'll show you a picture later and then you'll see what I mean. It has a tendency to go like this, but not in a good way. It was weird, and it always dragged my face down. Like I remember no matter what I did, if I looked in the mirror, I felt tired. I looked tired. Something was like weighing my face down. It was heavy. So I'll show you like if I can find like better pictures. So this was December 2021. I didn't like my hair anymore here. I felt like it was heavy again. It was like everything was weighing down. So I was not a fan of this. So this is also like a time when I was like, probably I need to go back to the salon. Hopefully by then I can finally get rid of all the layers. So this picture I'm going to show you is January 2022. Here you can see what I mean, right? It goes a little bit in a V, but everywhere. Like not like when you cut your hair in layers from the back and the hair looks like this, but it would look like this on this side, and on the other side, in the back. And that's what was like weighing down my hair. So I didn't like it. It looked better maybe in the picture than it looked in real life. I know my own hair and I knew, some things, I don't like it. So this is like from the front. It looked fine, but I had to like put some effort into it to make it look fine. So it was okay, but it was still not my favorite, but it was fine. It didn't look so bad in this picture. So again, this is January 2021. Okay, so now I decided to straighten my hair again. So this is February 2022. No, what did I say? So January 2022. Yeah. So the last picture I showed you was January 2022. So I shaved off my hair April 2020. The last picture I showed you was January 2022. This is February 2022. So this was the reason why I was like, I need to get a haircut and I want it to be as blunt and symmetrical as possible because I don't like this. And I'll show you the difference, what I mean when my hair is short. So here again, everything was like heavy. It was heavy. I don't know, I can't explain it. Maybe it looks better in the picture, but for me it was like dragging my face down. It was making me look tired. It was making me look even older. I don't know, I can't explain it. It was I never experienced that until I shaved off my hair and I grew it out. However, now I'm not experiencing that. So it's, it's all about knowing when to cut your hair. So yeah. Whatever, it was fine. Maybe it looks better, like I said, in the picture than it did in real life. But I just felt like it was too round. I didn't like it. So I'll show you like what my hair, what I prefer when I have short hair. Like this picture, for example, is from 2019. This was before I shaved off my hair. This looks so much better on me. Like it looks very youthful, very fresh. It's very sharp. It's better, much better. So I'll show you like the other picture again. And so I think there's a difference. Yes, this bob was maybe like a little bit shorter, but still, even when it was growing out, like it looked sharper, it looked just better for my face. This was still too round, so I didn't like that. So anyway, so this was so basically this picture, it was from February 2022. So, no, this was from March. A little bit confused. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, it was almost exactly 2 years after I shaved off my hair. So I think this picture was from like early March. This picture is from early March. The last one was from February. This one is early March. And around this time I decided to get a haircut again, but I also wanted to change my hair color. So I wanted like, you know, blue, icy, sapphire black hair. It was one of my favorite colors. So I dyed my hair black and I went back to the salon and I asked her to cut my hair as blunt as possible and to try to like get rid of as much of the layers as possible. So she had to go a little bit shorter. So then this is what my hair looked like exactly 2 years after I shaved off my hair. However, this picture, I don't know, I already cut my hair. So the best picture was like the last one that I showed you. That was like March 2022, right before I decided to cut my hair again. So again, I shaved off my hair April 2020. Last picture, this picture is early March 2022. So it's almost 2 years later, like just 1 month less. So then I decided to dye my hair black, and this was like in April, so exactly 2 years later. I dyed my hair blue-black and I went to the salon, and finally, officially, I was able to successfully get rid of all the heavy layers, and I went for like a nice blunt symmetrical bob. I asked her to like keep the front, you know, so I had like a lop bob. It looks really good on me. So I went for that. So I'll show you like the pictures. So you can see like the front was a little bit longer. The back was a little bit shorter, but now the heaviness was gone. I no longer had like all the heavy layers. My hair no longer looked round, almost like a heart shape. That was gone. It was like straight lines, symmetrical, the way that I like my bob. It looks better on my face, I think. Even though I wasn't a big fan of how she cut my hair, I still thought that it was a little bit heavy, unlike my previous stylist back in Belgium. Like, he always knew how to cut my hair. So she still kept my hair looking a little bit bulky at the end, so I wasn't a fan of that. But at least the layers were gone, and I was very, very happy about that. So yeah, that was my journey. That was my 2-year journey of growing out my hair, and now I have done it more than once. So I now know how to like prevent having to go through that type of phase. So that's why I wanted to make this video, just in case you are wondering about shaving off your hair, or if you've already done it and you don't know like what to do with your hair. I don't like to rely on accessories, like hair accessories and little clips and whatnot. I want my hair to just be like when I have long hair. I don't want to like have to do something to make it work. So for me, like when I shave off my hair, the pixie is my favorite time of like the entire like process. That's when my hair is very cute, it's very easy, like I don't need to do much with my hair. Like I said, I just use my comb, my pomade, and I'm good to go. I let it air dry. So now personally, I would recommend try to extend the pixie look as long as you can, even without cutting it. Even though I still recommend cutting the hair like at least once, just to get rid of like, you know, like the picture I showed you with all the bangs everywhere, to prevent that from happening. Cut your hair once, do it ideally, I would say, early in the game when you just shaved off your hair. So, I mean, not literally after, but like 3, 4, 5 months later, when the hair is still short, you know, look for a picture on Pinterest, something that you like, with some nice, I don't know, anything, but like don't let the hair just grow straight from the buzz without cutting it. It's gonna look ugly, especially if you have like very thick hair like me. So what I would do now, and that's what I did last year, I would extend the pixie look, and I can extend it probably up to about 10, I think like 10 or 11 months after shaving it off. And I don't have to use heat. Like I said, I have 2 videos on how I style my pixie hair without heat. I would continue to use the same routine as I showed in those videos, so that my hair would still look fun and exciting. I think like when you shave off your hair, I think that, I don't know, I'm not sure. But for me, like I said, it was the pixie that was like the most fun, and there's not much you can do wrong with it. Like the hair's really short. So it was very easy, right? But it's when the pixie starts to grow out from the buzz, you know, because everything is growing like in the same length. But you would think everything is growing the same length. But I didn't think about it myself. Like if you have like this much hair growth here, like, you know, it will already like be a bob length, but at the top of your head it will be here, and throughout your entire head it will go like this. So you'll have little bangs everywhere, from the front, the back, the sides, everywhere. So that's why you need to get like a haircut, just to ensure that you're not going to get that look, and everything is going to look as if you wanted your hair to look this way. So for me, like for example, I cut my hair once now, and now this is giving me like, you know, like those layered bobs from the 90s. I don't know what it's called, but that's like the vibe this hair is giving me. And I only cut my hair once, but I cut my hair when my hair was still short. So that's the lesson I have learned. I wouldn't like wait until like a full year after I grew it out, and then I would start cutting my hair, because it will look fine at first, but then the heaviness starts to come back again, the roundness starts to come back, and then you maybe have to end up cutting your hair more than if you just cut it once when the hair is still short, if your intention is to grow it out, you know. So that's personally my advice, and hopefully this video was useful to you. And if you are considering shaving off your hair, I would highly recommend that you do it. If you have the desire for it, it's probably for a reason. I think if you have like the right information, you're prepared, then it should not be like a process of endurance, a process of like having to bear the growing out process. But it can be fun. It can be really exciting. Like now when I shave off my hair, it's so much fun. Like I know exactly how to go about my hair. I know when to get my hair cut. I know how to grow out my hair. Like there's no awkwardness anymore. Every single month I enjoy. I don't have to like use clips and accessories to try to make my hair look cute. I don't have to do any of that, just because now I have enough experience to know what to do and when. So if you are considering doing this, I recommend go for it. It will be like one of the best decisions you've ever made in regards to your hair. So if you are considering this, it's possible, you can, and you don't have to like suffer your way through it. I don't have to anymore like I did in the beginning. And the suffering only began, I mean, suffering is like a big word, but like the struggles only began 1 year after I shaved it off. Now I don't have that anymore. It's been 1 year since I last shaved it off, and now I'm having fun with my hair. I have no problems with it. And yeah, oh, and another thing I've noticed when my hair is really short, and that's something that I really like. When the hair is short, when you have like a little pixie cut, like I was afraid it was gonna make me look very boyish, very like masculine, and I prefer to look more feminine. So I was afraid of that, but that's not what happened. I've noticed that when the hair is really short, you have it, like I had a tendency to not only dress more feminine, but more bold, more daring, more extravagant. And the best part is, when the hair is short, you can get away with it a lot better than if the hair was long. Like I've noticed like that's just my opinion. If I have longer hair, you know, and I were to dress like more extravagant, there's nothing wrong with that, but it can easily sometimes look a little bit like overdone, almost like you're heading for a party or whatever. Whereas if my hair is short, I can dress very bold, very sassy, very extravagant, and it looks like I'm just going to the grocery store. Like that's just who I am. That I'm just that way. Like it still looks very effortless. It doesn't look like you're trying, or not that I'm trying, but it doesn't look too much, you know. So I'm able to get away with more than I did when I had short hair, you know. So for example, if your hair is like you still want to look very feminine, you can still dress very feminine. Not only that, you can like even dress more provocative, like more daring, more sexy, and it doesn't look too much. It doesn't look like you're trying, or it's actually it's like balanced, you know. So the short hair balances out, I think. If you dress like very feminine, you know, very sassy, like very bold, very sensual, the short hair actually keeps it very balanced. Whereas if I had long hair, it would easily have looked a lot more overdone. You know, so I would grab clothes that I would maybe not wear during the day if I had long hair. Suddenly, I would wear it and it would look like I am, I don't know, like I'm naturally badass or something like that. Like it's my personality, it's who I am. I don't know, like it looked, it was an interesting experience, like an interesting observation I've noticed. So you can actually get away with a lot more. You know, your makeup can be more bold, your clothes can be more bold, and it does not look overdone as easily as it would if the hair was long. So that's another like thing that I've noticed. Maybe if you're like doubting about it, think about it. You know, it's a different type of experience. So I really liked it. I enjoyed it. It was an impulsive decision. I never regret it. I've already done it like, I think I've shaved off my hair already like 5 times now in total in the last 4 years. Clearly I like it, you know, and I'm even considering doing it again. So I don't know. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful to you. If it did, don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, so then maybe until next time. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful to you. So till next time. Bye.